Previously on Ryujin. I would give him a sticker, right?
What? Stickers?
That's why your mama did?
I'm gonna have them. Let's go. Jesus. What the hell? That looks goofy. This video is sponsored by me because I'm not being sponsored. You really thought it was gonna be sponsored? Without further ado, let's get into the video. I do have to say, last time it was kinda hectic. A whole war. A guy that didn't like me because I gave him a sticker. But this time it's kinda different. So I was walking, right? And there was this guy and he was talking smack. He was also part of my gang, but like he started talking smack to me. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like he was calling me tall, he was calling me skinny. And not to mention, he was calling me weak as well. Now, I do have to say, like, being tall has its benefit, but if you're too tall, the hitbox actually becomes trash. Like, each hit goes over their head. But he was talking smack, and I was like, yo, what you say? Like, he was calling me weak, lanky, everything. Like, this guy was going insane, like, saying that I carry bricks in my pockets. Like, it was crazy. Like, eventually I was looking at him, and he kept talking smack, like, Esterosa Esknor type of shit, barking in my face, saying, you wanna get smoked, boy? You don't want this back, boy. And then I decided to jump this guy, because I was like, yo, this guy is barking so hard. Like, I was gonna jump him. So, like, I started jumping this guy, right? And then I noticed, like, my hitbox was so trash. I mean, look how much trouble I'm having. Like, sometimes he just escaped my combo because, like, some of the combos didn't really hit that much. I had more health, but it got really close. But at some point, I packed him up. But that was way more difficult. Well, time to pack him up. Also want to thank y'all for the 1k subs. I never believed I would get this much support, but I'll keep making these videos. Eventually I woke up and something sad happened. And I actually got really sad despite the trash hitbox. I really didn't want to lose the height.
No! We lost our height. Well, but this is what it is, I guess. Like,
depressed, broken, not knowing what to do. I sought for a place to drink the night out. The glory days were over, my prime was gone. I have turned into an outcast of society, a loser.
The supers aren't gone, Mr. Incredible. You're still here. You can still do great things. Or you can listen to police scammers. Your choice. You have 24 hours to respond. Think about it.
What? You got a brother? What? Bruh, people are impersonating me. What? What is this? Dude, they're impersonating me. That's funny. So there was this guy that raided us, right? And I decided to check it out, but we had him fully surrounded. It was pretty funny, but like, he didn't say a thing, but we had him fully surrounded. I think this guy kind of regretted that he raided the wrong safe. He wasn't saying anything, but eventually one of my advisors actually pulled up and he wanted to talk to me for a bit. He was basically telling me to record, and I was already recording, so I was like, yeah, I got this. So I went back and I started talking trash to the guy that raided us, telling him to chill before I make a meme out of him in part 3. After that I started calling him a goofy, and apparently he hit one of our members. It's pretty funny because like, he hit a member and now he's playing AFK basically. He's now basically playing AFK because after he hit the member and everybody entered, he just did nothing, like he just played dead basically. So he didn't want any of the smoke. But apparently I provoked him after that. Like, he wasn't talking for 10 minutes straight. He was trying to be really edgy and stuff. So I was asking him like, what is he doing here? So what's the big deal? Do you want an autograph? And he straight up told me to shut up. He really thought he was like that main MC. Like, look how edgy he is. Like, telling me to shut up. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna put you in part 3. After I told him that he thought that he was the main MC, then he just left. Oh, he just left. After that, I got the responsibility of a kitten bodyguard. And this responsibility was super rough. I basically have to protect the gang base 24/7 now. Speaking of that, we got raided by this guy called Nut. And he was fast as hell. Like, he had a bunch of like speed psyches. But this was good for me because I needed practice to PvP. For the rest of the entire playthrough, we just macroed inside of the gang base. So it was time for us to get some good practice in. But I really need the PvP experience because I need to learn like combat mechanics, like the dashing M1s. And I do have to say, if somebody's lean and if he has Mikizuchi and like speed surge, like look at his speed. You can hardly catch someone if he has all of that. I felt like I was getting better and better and I was kind of getting the hang of the combat the more we fought. But being fast is really overpowered, I would say. I almost had him a few times, but I kind of noticed he was trying to bait out my skills. So I would like use them and they would go on cooldown. But most of the time, like, he just ran. Eventually I jumped him at the hospital and he didn't see me, and then I jumped him and I used all these skills on him. And eventually I got him low, right? But then I missed my grab move and then he heavily punished me on that. And when he started punishing me, I used my mode. And then after I used my mode, he kind of ran away. And he got scared. Fun fact was, it was kind of bluff because my mode only had like 20%. So... And eventually we finally caught him. We got him so low that we actually downed him. After we downed him, we kind of let him go. Because apparently we were kind of allied with each other. That's why we didn't grip him in the first place. Eventually we truced and he gave us a hug. After that I was really tired. I didn't really feel like fighting anymore. So eventually I went to bed and I said I could finally rest. No more raids, just rest, no more PvPing, finally some peace. And the moment I thought I could take a break, we immediately got raided again. And it was actually our old gang, the Fazuki. They actually raided us and started attacking us. I started mauling Fazuki members and I really didn't feel good about it because I felt conflicted. But they were pretty easy pickings, they weren't really that hard to kill. Especially because a lot of the members were actually on and they were ready to scrap. And the fighting really wasn't that hard at all. Like, there were so many of us. And they really didn't stand a chance at all. I really didn't feel good killing these members. I took them out fairly easily, but I really didn't feel good about this conflict. But I had to protect my own gang. I had to protect the kittens. But eventually the raid stopped, Brian stopped me, and basically one of our own members went against the rules and started raiding the Fazuki members. That member got banned, and eventually I apologized to the Fazuki members that raided us, because I actually felt bad and really conflicted what I did to them. Like, I gripped them like 3-4 times. So I apologized to them, told them that the guy was banned, and it was over. Also, more players started joining the gang because I posted those videos. I'm actually happy people are joining the gang because of me. The link will be in the description, by the way, if you want to join the gang. After dealing with everything, I thought I had a break. I thought, but a menace was on the loose. The Golem.
Yeah, boy.
Now this guy was a menace. Not only did he join alone and started raiding like crazy, he honestly just didn't quit. And the biggest issue was most of the members were AFK and they were asleep. So I had to fight him alone with a few other guys. And this guy was huge. Like, we got each other with a few good moves, but I noticed like this guy was way stronger than me. If he grabbed you, you're done basically. Like, if he grabs you, you're screwed. So we started planning how we could jump this guy, right? Eventually we got him cornered and he gassed out and I gripped him. But this guy wasn't just a dumb brute, he was actually really smart about this whole raid. And that was the worst part, like he was using them as health packs. So this guy could keep fighting longer and longer. And one M1 of his did like 7k damage or something like that. But we were at him like sharks. These were the first few hours. But the worst part is more and more members started going AFK and started going to sleep. So it was gonna get worse and worse the longer we fought him. But this guy wasn't just a dumb brute. He actually fought really smart by trying to get a health pack. And after failing, he tried to go into the gang base. And once he went into the gang base, he reset and we lost him. After an hour or two, he came back and everybody was soundly asleep, right? And you would think, oh, everybody's asleep, very nice. Wrong. He started killing everybody. Everybody was asleep. He started mowing down this guy was a menace. So me and another XXX rank started jumping him in a futile attempts to stop him. It was honestly a last ditch effort and I knew we weren't gonna win this, honestly. Because I knew the moment he would get low, he would just start jumping the AFKs to get health packs. And I started getting really low. I never was this low before. And I had to escape with my life. One of the few members that was still online, Connor, from the last episode, I warned him what danger lurked ahead. And I told him we had to sleep outside. Because we lost. And I felt like it was all my fault because I couldn't stop him.
Like, he didn't stop attacking us, and I just went to bed and slept outside because I couldn't, like, sleep in the gang base anymore. He kept attacking us. I'm gonna go to this server. Yeah, I'm gonna go to work. So, nice. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. See you later.
I'm back. After I woke up, something really bad actually happened. There was a war going on. Apparently there was a guy called Nima, and he basically wiped himself. But after he wiped himself, he basically threw a tantrum and he declared war the whole game. This was pretty insane, and this war was gonna include us in it as well. But he also talked shit to one of the admins, and he basically declared war to the whole game. But apparently he was intoxicated when he wiped himself.
It's a form of letting go. Nima, you must let go. Let go. Delete. Just let go. Just manipulation. Manipulation.
He basically got re-wiped, but he's basically a dictator now, basically a tyrant, trying to destroy everybody. And he started gathering more than over 10 gangs to raid our gang. So he started preparing and gathering as many troops as possible to basically kill everybody. Everybody in the whole game. Like everybody who macros, everybody who's peaceful. It doesn't matter. And the world was also gonna fight them. And it was all over in the newspapers. And his intention was to wipe everyone. But this wasn't the first war, this was actually the second biggest war in the entire game. And I knew I had to fend off for myself, but not just myself. I also had to protect my entire gang. But even more bad stuff actually happened inside of the game. Some Discord servers actually got nuked. And it wasn't just two gangs going against each other, but multiple gangs going against each other. Ryujin was about to be a mess. Everybody was gonna PvP, and this war was gonna last for a long time. But yeah, a bunch of gangs were gathering, and tomorrow we were gonna go to war. Y'all can read and pause this, but this wasn't even the worst thing that happened. The worst thing what happened is somebody actually got doxxed. Not just doxxed, some faces also got leaked. So this war was crazy. People are crazy, honestly. But we were gonna prepare for the raid and hope for the best. Okay, we ranked up, but we gotta strengthen ourselves even more. I just got this new fit. It doesn't look that good.
Wait,
after I got my Kenshi clothing, it was time to actually get ourselves a new nickname. This was the first time we actually got a nickname. We could have gotten it a long time ago. Nah, it doesn't even have to be like Iron Tin Fist. Since our name is Tin Fist, our nickname will be Tin Fist. So now our nickname is Tin Fist, Tin Fist. Great! Not Tin Fist, the Tin Fist. And now our build is finally complete. After that we went to start training over and over to prepare for the war. I prepared so much, but I want to end the war as soon as possible. I even asked the owner for infinite durability, but it wasn't even needed. The war actually ended soon after that. So we basically prepared for basically nothing now. And quite a bunch of people actually suffered for it as well. A lot of sovereign members were against the war as well. Like the whole war was basically pointless to begin with. But this marked a really dark history of Ryujin. Not just dark, it was really tragic as well. Despite the war lasting 2 days, this marked the end of the war.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
So shortly after the war, the kittens disbanded by some drama. I'm not sure how it happened, but I'll be making a new side gang soon, and I hope y'all join it. After that, I went to Dane's, and he found this really funny glitch. Honestly, I didn't really know what to think about this. He told me to go to any place that doesn't hide me from the infirmary. So eventually, I did exactly that, and I went to Burp's Cafe. I really didn't know what was gonna happen, because he was gonna do some sort of glitch or something like that. So I was pretty curious what was gonna happen. He told me to record, but first he told me to stand next to the window, but I really didn't know what he meant by that, really. So first, I stood on the inside of the window, and nothing really happened, but I had to stand on the outside of the window, and then this happened. And I was actually baffled and surprised because I didn't expect myself to be teleported in the middle of nowhere. What? I don't know how he did it, but this could actually be useful if there's a war or something. Just TP the most annoying player out of there. Look at him, he's outside. What is he doing? Yo, this could actually be useful for later on. But apparently that wasn't the only spot where it worked on. There are actually multiple spots where you can TP somebody. This is the second TP. Like, I didn't even know how he did it, but he did it somehow. This was really OP. You could technically wait for somebody on the other side and jump them with your friends, and they'll never know if you're gonna jump them or not. Well, our durability is over 60k, so we're doing pretty good job at maintaining that. Like, we're gonna keep going until we get like 1 million or something like that. After that, we were getting raided. And these raiders are basically glass cannons, I would say. They were pretty strong, they did a lot of damage, but they didn't really stand much of a chance at all. So eventually we won this small raid and they left. Now, I know y'all were expecting way more content than this. This wasn't that much, especially compared to last episodes. This will probably be the last Ryujin experience I'll be making. Who knows, maybe I'll make another one in the future. But I do have a surprise for you guys.
Huh? Oh, come on! You gotta admit this is cool!